الفاروق اي ليرنينج ماث ديبارتمنت مستر احمد النشار.
Graphing trigonometrical function. First, sine function. How to represent sine function on graph? At first, make a table like this. Sine 0 equals 0. Sine pi over 6. Pi over 6 equals 30 degree. Pi over 6 equal half. Sine 2 pi over 6 equal 0.87. Sine 3 pi over 6 equal 1, and so on to end to 2 pi. Sine of 2 pi equal 0. Then we have the first period of the function, and to represent the sine function on the graph, I will represent sine function, represent the table like this. This figure is sine function, and this function, this wave is one of period of the sine function. Then the general curve of the sine function more than waves like this, moves than periods, one period repeated h2 pi. Yes. Then we can deduct that the properties of the sine function, like the domain of the sine function from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the maximum value of the sine function is 1 and the minimum value is negative 1. Then the range, it will be negative 1 to 1. So we can represent y equal to sine theta like this table, and represent like this figure, and we can see that the maximum value here equal 2 and the minimum value equal negative 2, because y equal to sine function, 2 multiply sine function. Then the maximum value is the number before the sine of theta. Then the maximum value of the function equal 2 and the minimum value equal negative 2. Then the range equal the closed interval from negative 2 to 2, and the period repeated h is 2 pi. The cosine function, cosine theta. To represent cosine theta, I will make a table and represent the table like this figure. This figure is represented the cosine theta. The cosine theta repeated h 2 pi like this way. Then we can deduct that the domain of the function from negative infinity to positive infinity, and the maximum value of the function equal 1 and the minimum value of the function equal negative 1. Then the range from negative 1 to 1 closed. I can represent this function y equal 3 cosine theta. At first we will make a table starting theta from 0 ending to 2 pi, and represent the table like this. And we know that, or we can see that the maximum value here equal 3 and the minimum value equal negative 3. Why? Because the function equal y equal 3 cosine theta, 3 multiply cosine theta. Then the maximum value is 3 and the minimum value is negative 3, and the range starting from negative 3 to 3 in the closed interval.